You've probably heard about yogis that sustain their life with only water or sometimes nothing at all for many years in India and Asia. We don't hear much about that here. In America, it's like if they don't want us to know that, I don't know.
There's one guy in Florida who watches the sun and stuff like that.
Yeah, sun gazing. Yeah.
Every day, just about when it is above the horizon.
Yeah, it's important that I talk about that. Maybe you've read it also in the email. I've been experiencing with that since January. I went to Mexico and I had the chance to live some very powerful experience with that. And so, yes, there exist many different techniques to do the same thing. But I just want to explain you how it works so you can understand that it all fits together with what I'm telling you today. What is it that we feed from when we eat physical food? We believe that it's the physical characteristic of the food. That's not what we eat first. What we absorb first is the energy. We are energy, and so that's what we use to live. And so the food that we eat today, does it have a lot of vital energy in it? No. If you take the sun is a big ball of light. It is sending its light to all the planets that spins around. What kind of energy is the sun? Masculine, electric. Yeah, because it's giving and it's light, and so it is masculine. What kind of energy is the earth? Feminine, because it receives the energy of the sun, it receives us on our skin, and it also has a magnetic field, right? So how come there's life on earth? Because the marriage of the electric with the magnetic, it creates life. So the fruits of the earth that you eat, it's mostly for the vital energy that has with the food, the electric and magnetics. But if you cook the food, you lose a lot of it. And if you microwave the food, in 4 seconds, you lose it all.
What's the highest temperature you can heat anything before you lose the energy from it?
You should never cook.
Is it okay to put things in a blender and blend them and?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's much better to eat the food raw as it is. It's much simpler too. You don't need to do recipes. Do animals take the time to make recipes? Do they cook their food? No. Do animals need to work to have money? No. Do animals need to pay for a land? No. Do animals need to pay for their food? No. The birds, when they wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that they do?
Same thing.
Do they wonder if they will have food during the day?
No.
No. How come we do? Because we created a world that is not love for ourselves. We have blocked ourselves from the abundance that is already here. I'll give you one example. Just think about all the trees that we have planted in all the cities. We could have not planted trees that would give us nuts and fruits? No, people must not eat for free. Is it possible to create a different world? Yes. I believe that we don't need money. We are divine beings. Did we come here to work as slaves? No. Is that love for us? No. Did we needed to go through that experience to live the lack of love? Yes. So thank you for that experience, and now we don't need that anymore. That is why I don't work for money anymore. I came here for my own evolution first. I came here to give my soul what my soul wanted to learn. And so what I do now, I do it for my own evolution, and it's not egoist. Because if I don't do it, no one else can do it for me. And it's a lack of love towards myself if I don't do it. So that's why I don't charge, because it makes no sense that I charge people to give myself the experience I want. But not only that. It goes also because my work is to teach people unconditional love. So I need to live in unconditional love. And if I would say, I will give you a lecture to the condition that you give me that much money, will it be unconditional? No. And it's not going to be as powerful. And I know it because I live it and I experience it. I go around the world to teach people about what I have learned. And it's working. Let's go more into explaining how we live the lack of love so that you can stop living it. Stop creating that in your life. And it's very important to understand what I'm going to say now. Every time that we do not accept something in our lives, we create emotional wounds. Most people here know maybe already about that. because you've been doing some work on yourself, because you're interested in that spiritual world, and so maybe you've been hearing about that. But most people, they are afraid of their sensitiveness, their sensitivity. They try to protect their sensitivity because they are afraid that other people would hurt them. And sometimes we believe that we hurt ourselves because we are too sensitive. And the more we are sensitive, the more we get hurt. This is totally false. It has nothing to do with sensitivity. Sensitivity is a great quality of love that we learn to develop by learning to listen to ourselves. The more we listen to ourselves, the more we become sensitive. The more we become sensitive, the more we are able to feel and sense things inside of us, but also through others. So we must not be afraid of it, and we must not try to block that, because it's a great tool. A great, great tool. And that's not why we get hurt. Let me continue to explain. The second thing that is totally wrong with what I said earlier is believing that others can hurt us. That is totally false. And I'll give you a good example. If someone is screaming at you and you start to laugh and you feel good inside, will you hurt yourself? No. In what case do we hurt ourselves? If we do not accept that the other person is screaming at us. Some people will say, okay, but if someone do something physically to you, like you get abused or something, it is the same thing. Are we the physical body? If someone ripped your arm off, did he hurt yourself? No. He hurted the vehicle that you're in right now. You're not the physical body. We are intangible. Is it possible to hurt you? No. I know it can be difficult to accept what I'm saying right now to some people, and I totally agree. It takes time. But it's always linked with acceptation. If you do not accept what's happening, that's when you will create emotional wounds. How come it is so important for us to learn how to accept? Because we are the creators of our lives with our thoughts. Does it make sense not to accept what we created? That's why we get stuck with it until we finally accept it.